You start, Mr. Berenbroick, on how we incentivize these agents to actually do it through financial incentives?
Sure, yeah, and as I answered earlier, I do think that the financial incentives can be a way to get those agencies to either relinquish spectrum in some cases, or to figure out how to relocate and use other bands.
Because there's a lot of work to do. I just thought you just turned the dial, but it's not. It's not. I've learned that. Yeah.
And so I think going to your question of how much incentive is enough. I think that question is going to be fact specific to each individual agency. I think some agencies might simply decide, look, whatever the amount is, we're not going to move. Other agencies might decide, for a specific amount, we would be interested in moving. So I think it's going to be agency specific and mission specific, because remember, we want to make sure that the agencies can continue to do their mission, but we also want to make sure that we're freeing up spectrum and using it in the most efficient way possible.
And so I guess my question is, so setting a 1%, you're suggesting it have to be flexible, because in order to get what we want out of the legislation, 1% may not incentivize someone, it may incentivize someone else. So who do you think should do that? NTIA, OMB? Because unless we have to change the law every time we come up with this issue, that's how we.
Yeah, I think NTIA and OMB are the agencies that come to mind, but there could be somebody else. I mean, I would imagine the FCC would also want to, think about what the best way to relocate those users is, and what the use of that spectrum would be after relocation. I would imagine it'd be a conversation between the appropriate committees and those agencies.